Good morning, students. Today we shall be discussing the poem written by John Berryman, and the name of the poem is The Ball Poem. And I am teacher of UHS Karaiya, Sarat, Devkar. My name is Manish Kumar. Let us see few lines on the poet. Berryman, John Berryman was an American poet and scholar. He is best known for his dream poems or dream songs. 1969, written in 1969, which was a sequence of 385 poems. He won Pulitzer Prize for the Dream Song. He also won National Book Award. Now, lines of the poem. I've written four lines of the poem, and then I've tried to give explanation of those four lines. And the four lines are: what is the boy now who has lost his ball? What is he to do? I saw it go merrily bouncing down the street and then merrily over. There it is in water. The word merrily means cheerful, khushi, some sort of happiness, bouncing, jumping up and down. And what is the lines saying in the poem? Trying to convey in the poem. The poet is talking about a boy who has lost his ball. He wants to know The poet wants to know about him and his reactions as he has lost his ball. He asks what this boy will do after losing his ball. He says the ball was jumping up and down merrily in the street. The poet saw the ball jumping up and down happily, cheerfully in the street. The ball later fell into a nearby river. We can see literary device as anaphora. Why anaphora? What is anaphora? Because here anaphora means use of repeated words in two or more lines. What is the boy? What, and merrily, bouncing merrily over. So the words here, what and merrily, are repeated in two or more lines. Therefore, it is anaphora. As well as we can see repeated use of vowel O, and imagery we can see the ball is jumping merrily, bouncing merrily, and it is falling into a nearby river. So repetition is also here. The word what is repeated again and again. So we have seen that the boy is experiencing a certain kind of sorrow, a certain kind of pain, as he is experiencing loss, and this is the harsh reality of life that one has to undergo some or the other time in his life. Now I'm again going to read few lines of the poem, and then we will see the meaning of the words and then explanation of the lines. No use to owe, there are other balls. An ultimate shaking grief fixes the boy as he stands rigid, trembling, staring down. And finally, after few lines, we get one line: he senses first responsibility. What is the meaning of grief? Grief means sorrow, rigid means fixed, trembling means shaking, intrude means invader, one who invades, worthless, valueless, useless, bekar. The poet says that there is no benefit consoling the boy. The boy is in a very sad state, sordid state. He is beleaguered, surrounded by sorrow. He is experiencing loss. This loss seems unbearable for him. Poet says he must know meaning of belongingness. The poet further says that he must learn the responsibility of taking care of things, and literary devices used in these four lines are ascendant. We can see there is no use of conjunction here. Example is a dime, another ball is worthless, and a dime is separated with another ball by comma. is worthless is again separated by comma. Now let us move to the next few lines. In a world of possession, people will take balls. Balls will be lost always. Little boy. And then after few lines, how to stand. No, the word desperate here means hopeless. Epistemology means knowledge. The word episteme is a Greek word and it means a kind of knowledge, experience. The poet says that the boy will have to learn that in a materialistic world, many of his belongings will be lost. He personifies the ball as his belongings. The poet says that money cannot buy you everything. Poet says the boy is learning to stand up against the sense of lost things. We have to accept miseries of life, and loss is the harsh truth of life. Rhyme, if we talk about the rhyme scheme, there is no rhyme scheme in the poem. And let us now move to question number 1. What does the poet say? I would Why does the poet say I would not intrude on him? Question mark. Why does not he offer him money? Question mark. The poet does not want to intrude so that the boy can get a chance to learn the real truth of life. He has to learn to accept the loss. Question number 2. Staring down all his young days into the harbor where his ball went. Do you think the boy has had the ball for a long time? Is it linked to the memories of past days? So, yes, we can say that the boy had the ball for a long time. The boy recalls the days when he used to play with the ball. The ball was linked to some sweet memories of his playing with the ball. What does in the world of possession mean? In the world of possessions means the world is full of materialistic things. People assert their own rights on others' belongings in this perfidious world. It shows self-centered attribute of people and gluttony associated with it. What does the poet say? The boy is learning from the loss of the ball. Question mark. Try to explain. The poet means that the boy will learn the real truth of life. He will learn how to move on in life despite incurring heavy losses. The harsh reality is that uh, mm, the harsh reality is that the lost relationship object never come back. We are also getting the message of nihilism, nihilistic approach we can see in the poem, and also a message from Gita, Bhagavad Gita, that everything that is with us may get separated one day from us. Everything that is with us is momentous, it is momentary, and man has to undergo pain of separation, pain of loss in his lifetime. प्यारे बच्चों, बेरीमैन के बारे में अब हम लोग देखेंगे। बेरीमैन कौन थे? एक अमेरिकन कवि थे, एक अमेरिकन बुद्धिजीवी थे। उनकी कविता ड्रीम सॉन्ग बहुत प्रसिद्ध हुई और उसमें 385 कविताओं का वह संग्रह था। इसकी वजह से उनको पुलित्जर पुरस्कार भी मिला है ड्रीम सॉन्ग के लिए। उन्होंने नेशनल बुक अवार्ड भी जीता है, अर्जित किया है यह खिताब भी, पुरस्कार भी अपने लिए। और यह कविता का एक परिचय मैं देना चाहूँगा हिंदी में कि बेरीमैन इस कविता के माध्यम से जीवन के कुछ वास्तविकताओं को, जीवन की कुछ सच्चाई को प्रस्तुत कर रहे हैं कि हम सभी को लड़ना होता है अपने जीवन के दुखों से, अपने जीवन की कड़वे नुकसान से, और हम लड़कर पुनः जीवन को फिर से स्थापित करते हैं, फिर से सजाते हैं। कभी कभी काल चक्र या समय चक्र हमसे हमारी कुछ बहुत अजीज, बहुत ही अच्छी प्रिय वस्तु हमसे छीन लेती है, परंतु हमें सीखना होता है कि हम अपनी चीज़ों का, अपनी वस्तुओं का कैसे सम्मान पूर्वक उसको उसका संग्रह कर सकते हैं, कैसे उसको बचा सकते हैं। और इस जीवन में अगर कभी दुर्घटनावश हमसे हमारी कोई चीज़, कोई वस्तु छिन जाए, तो हम उस अपने नुकसान से कैसे हम बाहर आ सकते हैं। तो ये कविता दिखाती है कि जीवन चक्र में कैसे मानव अपने नुकसान से सीखता है, कैसे जिम्मेदारी आने पर जिम्मेदारी का एहसास उसके नुकसान को कम करता है, और कैसे मानव अपने जीवन में हुए नुकसान से, क्षति से उबरता है, हौसला के साथ जीवन को पुनः संवारता है, पुनः स्थापित करता है। धन्यवाद। आशा है कि आप इस नोट्स को पढ़ेंगे, प्रश्न उत्तर को पढ़ेंगे। जहाँ तक इस राइम स्कीम की बात है, तो इसमें कोई भी राइम स्कीम नहीं है। There is no rhyme scheme in the poem. No particular pattern has been followed by the poet. No particular pattern of rhyme sounds or the rhyme pattern was followed by the poet. So there is no rhyme scheme in the poem. These are the question answers. Please go through it. Again, I would like to say, don't memorize, don't by heart what my words are. Rather, please express the answer in your own words. मैं एक बार आपसे पुनः निवेदन करूंगा कि मेरे शब्द में दिए गए उत्तर को अंगीभूत, अंगीसार ना करें, उसको कृपया ना याद करें, बल्कि प्रश्न के उत्तर को अपने शब्दों में, अपने समझ से देने का प्रयास करें। आशा है द बॉल पोएम कविता आप समझे होंगे। मैं प्रत्येक लाइन का, प्रत्येक 4 लाइन को का जो है यहाँ एक्सप्लेनेशन इसमें देने का प्रयास किया हूँ। I have given explanation, a written explanation of the lines of the poem, and I humbly request my students to go through the explanation part. And if you have any doubt, you may feel free to call me or ask about your doubts on WhatsApp. Thank you very much.